Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video, and this is a paid request for Vonte. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I do have a Cash App as well for those interested. It could be any type of random topic, movie news, tier list, ranking, movie review, re-review, video game playthrough, full one, or for an hour, whatever the case. And I'll get to it as soon as I can. But one of the requests Vonte sent me was a reaction to the making of Halloween 5, because he knows how much I love the film. Now, I have seen this making up before, because I have the Halloween box set, and I like looking at features, even for movies I don't like. I like learning about the making of process, but it's been a while since I've seen this making of. I do remember thinking, man, they're not as critical on Halloween 5 as I thought they would be, because I mean, there's some features like Leviathan, a favorite of mine. The makeup effects guys completely crap on the movie during the making of, the interviews on that. And I do remember there was an older DVD of Halloween 5 that had like at that time, the current interviews, and they mentioned how there were some issues with the film, but they seem to water down that point in this one. Because there are, I mean, I don't know. Especially with Dominique and Gerard, I always remember that story that was told where Nicotero was saying, "Oh, well, actually, Dominique, Arthur, and Gerard, the director, the effects will work better here, and if you do this, the effects will look better. Well, you handle the effects, I will handle the directing, okay?" Like being kind of a dick about it and stuff, but I also remember like them mentioning how annoying Tina was, especially they had John Fallon from Arrow in the Head, which I like that guy. And like I said, that was on 25 Years of Terror also. Halloween 25 Years of Terror, I think that was on there. So yeah, the 25 Years of Terror looked at Halloween 5, and then I remember like an older interview. But anyway, maybe just, people don't want to hurt other people's feelings. Maybe it's something else to that nature. But you know how much, if you've been following my channel, you know how much I hate Halloween 5. Halloween 5 I hate. But I'm not going to show the footage because YouTube copyright system's broken. But this was on YouTube. So I'll try to put the link down in the info box if you want to follow along. It's 44 minutes and 25 seconds. And Vonte, thank you so much. Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Stream Factory, I don't know what's going on with them. They don't really make much of anything worth a crap anymore. They don't really do these big, long documentaries because Sean Clark and Michael Felsher, they mentioned how Stream Factory does not like doing that stuff. They just want separate interviews to make it seem like there's a lot on the disc. But when they do a documentary like this with all the interviews, it seems much more of a richer thing, but well, Adrian Malika Todd, they did rush production because Halloween 14 came out in 1988, while this came out in 89. A lot of times it doesn't work out when you don't have a completed script and you go rush into production, because then, well, it's not complete, so we could change this, change that. Deborah Hill recommended Dominique. Maybe she knew he would be awful and wanted to destroy the franchise from within. Dominique's not a good director. He did Omen 4 and he got fired or quit from that movie. This is awful. I will say these are well put together documentaries that Michael Felsher and other people involved worked on. I will say that. They do good work. Sean Clark. They do good work. Danny Harris, good looking lady there in the interview. See, that's not what Danielle Harris has said in the past. She says, well, they had to keep her a sympathetic character, and they had to do this and that. She has said in the past how she wished they would have gone with the ending of part 4. It would have been much more interesting. So now, again, maybe she doesn't want to hurt someone's feelings, or whatever the case. But that's not, she did not always have that thought. I do like Don Shanks. He seems like a cool guy. I mean, I don't like Halloween 5, and his Michael Myers is there. It's just a very ugly mask he has. I think he's one of the worst masks in the franchise. But Don Shanks, he just seems very cool, calm, easygoing guy in interviews. Even in the Horror's Hallowed Grounds with Sean Clark and Don Shanks is just showing him, he's just very nonchalant and talking and direct, and but you see, again, seems like a really cool guy. So George Wilbur says the director preferred Don Shanks. Which I'm sitting there going, what difference does it make? I mean, it's a guy in a hockey mask. Guy in a mask. I mean, maybe like Don Shanks, maybe you say he has a bigger muscle build. But can you really say anything about Don Shanks' performance as Michael Myers? Not really. I can't really say anything about his performance. So now she says, well, the Madlet's beat up, but maybe. Greg Nicotero designed the mask over his face? Makes you wonder, why didn't they just use the mask from part 4? Yeah, just like, there's supposed to be a direct sequel that came out a year later. Why would he have a different mask? So Alec Cornell had a suspicion she would get killed off, which was a stupid decision. Yeah, I did remember hearing that story. Scissors going to be shoved down her throat, and she's like, nah. I don't blame her. I'm glad she said no to that. But I'd be like, well, how about a fight? How about a battle? How about something? But no. Like, Ellie Cornell doesn't even get a fight, a battle with it. And killing her off was such a stupid decision. I agree with Ellie Cornell what she's saying. Ellie Cornell, I agree with her assessment. She just goes out in a towel and then gets killed. Like, seemed like such a much dumber, more useless character. Oh my god, Tina. It's interesting they got her in an interview. Wendy Kaplan. Oh my god, there's that fucking... I love Ellie Cornell, like, she was just out there for whatever reason. I love the for whatever reason, like, she can't understand why she acted that way. Yeah, no shit. Maybe just be sane and do whatever, didn't jive with people. Because you're annoying as fuck. You're annoying as hell. I'm sorry, Wendy Kaplan, you seem like a nice lady. Hey, I... You seem like a nice lady, you seem like a nice person, but I think your performance was ass. It's perhaps the worst character, although Core in Halloween Ends is pretty neck and neck, but I may say I hate your character even more. I hated Tina. She was annoying, she was irritating, she was... I would have a dick shoved in my ear than listen to that character talk and act and stream and... Now if I could help it... Interesting that I got these other actors who were in the film that were nothing characters. That's the thing with Halloween 5. The characters suck in it. No disrespect to these actors. These actors seem like nice people. But goddamn, the characters sucked in Halloween 5. I dare anyone to tell me what's worth the shit about Samantha or this guy with the best friends t-shirt or any of these characters or the one guy who's got the orange tie. Nothing. Nothing to those characters. Even the death scenes weren't that great. It's like she's trying to apologize for the film. Like, well, you know, sometimes when people have... See, Ellie Cornell, I can appreciate. She's... I mean, they're all being honest, you just say, perhaps that's the case. I'm just being an ass. But I feel like Ellie Cornell... I appreciate her being in here because... I just agree with what she's saying, where it got overcomplicated for unneeded reasons. I agree. Yeah, she's mute because we gotta do it. And again, let's have a stuttering kid. Just because. Wow, this guy has a St. Patrick's Day leprechaun t-shirt. No one wants to see a stuttering kid in a Halloween film. I'm sorry. Yeah, the character that people like, she doesn't get to talk, and the character no one gives a crap about, they stutter. But I was saying with Danielle Harris, sometimes it seems like she's trying to almost apologize for Halloween 5, or just, not apologize, but trying to, well, I mean, you know, sometimes traumatic events make you mute. Like, she's trying to stick up for it. I thought Ellie Cornell seemed a bit more blunt, more blunt of the two. But yeah, I'm saying it as a guy who's not a fan of the film. If you're a fan of the film, teach their own. So Donald Pleasance, his visa has expired, so it was hard for him to get into the country. I do miss Donald Pleasence. Donald Pleasence was such a wonderful actor, and he tried. I think he tried to do the best he could with what he was given. But I know Donald Pleasence was not happy with this. He seemed a bit happier with Halloween 4, but Halloween 5, it seemed like he did not like working with the director. The director, it seemed like he wanted to have a gorier movie, even though I would say Halloween 4 was gorier. And I don't know. I just remember hearing that Donald Pleasence was not big on Dominique and his directing style. That was nice of Donald. He let her have this trailer. So that was very cool. Yeah, they probably partied too much to worry about making a good movie. I do like seeing all this like behind the scenes stuff from the, I don't know if it's Nicotero. I have a feeling it's Great Nicotero that recorded all this, because he's featured a lot of the stuff. So they partied all the time at this hotel, and didn't worry about making a good fucking movie. Even the director there, Dominique. It's interesting that Dominique is not interviewed. Like, you don't really, he doesn't really do interview. I don't even know if he's still around. I don't know if he's still alive, to be honest. If he is, it's interesting that he decides not to do interviews. So, I mean, if he's passed away, that's one thing, but. And congrats that you guys are partying while me, and others are suffering through a shitty sequel. You kill off Elder Cornell, which was a stupid mistake. You have cops that have stupid clown noises. You have stuttering kids. You have a director that's annoying about suspense. The kills aren't even that great. Hell, Halloween 4 was gorier and more inventive. You have this Man in Black subplot out of the blue. Tina being an irritating character. The other characters, there's nothing to them. Nothing unique or interesting or likable about the other characters. No, it doesn't, dude. The fun you had did not come through with the movie. It doesn't. Oh, here's the cops. With the clown circus sound effects for some reason. Frankie Como as one deputy. Why? Alan Howarth, that was your idea? Why? So Alan Howarth put that? I forgot he put that in there. Why? Why? So stupid. Idiotic. They kept it. Well, at least, I mean, the stuttering kid, at least he's being honest about how stupid that is. Yeah, eccentric would be one word to describe Dominique. Incompetent, untalented, those would be other words to describe him as well. Don Chance, you mean like you have to desperately try to find chicken salad out of chicken shit? So the director told these cop actors to walk away like penguins. That's the director, folks. So the only thing he told Ellie Cornell is be sexy. And I'm like, that was not what Ellie Cornell's character had anything about with Halloween 4. And yeah, Ellie Cornell, you tell that she's like the most honest. Like, I keep saying honest. Like, these guys may feel like she's the more blunt of the group. It's like, yeah, the director, a lot of things, but character, wasn't one of them. Yeah, Dominique did not know what the hell he was doing. Did not know what the hell he was doing. Maybe Deborah Hill, again, maybe she knew this and, oh yeah, you guys don't want. I did that be a hell? It's like Arnold tricking Stallone to do Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Maybe Deborah Hill tricked them. They did Dominique to make such a shitty movie that would derail the franchise. If that was the plan, Deborah Hill, congrats. You got them back. Both Star had like nothing to say about the guy. He was fun. Good Frenchman. As if you don't have much nice to say, don't say a whole lot at all. Didn't say he was a good director. Says maybe he was a fun director. But didn't say he was a good director. You tell like Bolstar didn't want to say much about Dominique. I don't. Things changed drastically without rhyme or reason. And Mustafa and Dominique fought with each other. I think Dominique. I heard he wanted a much more violent movie, and it seemed like maybe Dominique wanted like to do like a Friday 13 film deep down or something. I don't know. And I swear, it seemed like this Wendy Kaplan girl had a thing with Dominique. Like, you see on the older DVD, some of the footage with the two of them, it seemed like Dominique was a big fan of Wendy Kaplan. I don't know if anything happened between them, but thank God for Ellie Cornell, man. She's reading my mind. I knew I liked you for a reason. I liked you in Halloween 4 and liked you in this interview. Yeah, the Doctor Death, yeah. The original opening. Then they cut that out and they have this older guy. He lifts the guy right and impales him. Yeah. Break his back. Throw him on the altar. But why did it not work? But that's the question. That's a bad ADR. Yeah, him killing the SWAT team. He He describes that in the Horse Hallowed Grounds. He tells Sean Clark what each of the deaths were and where he killed the SWAT team. Yeah, Mustafa Akkad wanted to make a much more bloodier movie. And that would have been a cool scene. Michael Myers killing a SWAT team and these like gory deaths, but you know. Mustafa Akkad's not innocent either. He fucked up things too. Like in the middle, they changed it. Well, oh, Halloween H2O, we cannot kill Michael Myers. That was Mustafa Akkad. That stupid beginning of Resurrections because of Mustafa Akkad. Well, I mean, and Jamie Lee Curtis like, well, fuck yeah, I didn't want to do another sequel, but okay, I'll do it, but you gotta kill me off, you know, that type of thing too. So, I like Resurrection, I just don't like that opening. The Man in Black didn't fix any problems. What problems did it fix? So Don Shane's, they had him shoot stuff that will be in part 6. Yeah, the son here at COD, he's like, yeah, no one knew what the hell the Men in Black was. Exactly. So I guess to be fair, like, it's been a while since I've seen this. There's a bit of honesty. Yeah, I don't know why they had to split it up like that. Like, why did you have to split? I don't know why. Part 1, part 2. Like people can't handle a full 40-some minute thing. But the Man in Black thing was so stupid. I mean, I heard that it was going to be, yeah, Michael Myers' brother. It was going to be another entity that was born because of the year that Michael Myers was in his coma. Then you find out it was like this other doctor, and he's there to protect Michael Myers, and that's the whole Halloween 6 thing. That's the thing, like, these other characters, like, who gives a rat's ass about any of these characters? Who the hell says they like the shot that you caress your car? I love to find the people who ever said that to you. I love it when you caress that car. Like I said, it's cool to see these behind the scenes from back to the day of the makeup effects, but they cut so quickly you don't really register. So again, all these scenes that were shot, that were deleted, him killing the SWAT team deleted, most of the gore deleted. That didn't help either. Hmm. So this car, someone killed themselves in the car. Well, yeah, that'd be pretty creepy. I agree with that. All right, this guy is definitely dressed for the interview. He's like, hey, it's Halloween, so it's a black shirt and an orange tie. So he's dressed for the occasion. He got into the interview. So guess I do appreciate that. Oh, God. They want him to wear a Ronald Reagan mask. What's that? As a Richard Nixon? Like this best looks like he's ready to fight Dick Tracy. It does. It does look like that guy. No, he looks like the guy from the Rocketeer. Where's the rocket? Where's the rocket? From the Rocketeer. That's what he looks like. Listen, I do appreciate these actors. They got the job. They did what they could with such thinly written roles. But, I mean, do you blame the actors or do you blame the director who helped write the script that gave them nothing to work with? And to be fair, they were given nothing to work with at all. These actors. No, like, what can you do with you caress your car, you talked a few times with your leather jacket, then you get killed, or okay, you're wearing a costume, you and then you get impaled with a pitchfork. Granted, it makes you wonder why didn't she just run away instead of trying to stab Michael with a pitchfork? I get that you want to be a Baz, but you think, well, why didn't you just run away and so you never see how that girl got killed. Like, it's you just see him doing this and that's it. The cops is aftermath. I remember the behind the scenes where Wendy Kaplan, she like falls, and it seems like the car almost hits her. I do remember seeing that footage. Isn't it like originally Tina was not supposed to get killed? How do you tread the Daniel Harris doing some of these stunts, like run away from the car, and especially the laundry shoot scene? Oh yeah, they're explaining that what I was talking about. She trips and falls. Yeah, either 25 Years of Terror or the older DVD making of, they like the Anchor Bay, they show that footage of her falling. and almost didn't hit. And you tell the crew is like freaked out. I just that's funny where it goes from her saying, "I got to be a heroine, I got to have that moment," and then it cut to Don Shane's doing, "Yeah, in the screening, you know, when the crowd saw her die, they applauded. I was one of them." so, that's a good edit. I like that. Yeah, I would say this is the only good scene in the movie. This laundry chute scene. I kind of wish this was in Halloween 4. Like maybe if this is part of the school in the finale, like part of the school. Which I guess why would it be in a school? I guess to be fair, I don't know. Maybe some other way, something like this could be put in it. Yeah, why would it be in a school? But I say it's the one scene I could give credit to is this. Hmm. I forgot about that. Yeah, you see that blood running down her leg, so they shot a bit that she got stabbed in the leg and they cut it out. That shows how uncoordinated the shoot was. Fly all the way back, and instead of, okay, when you're here, shoot this one bit here so we don't have to fly all the way back. I didn't, yeah, why would Michaels take off his mask and she say this? Like, she just saw Elliot Cornell is dead. And why is he crying? It just, so fucking stupid. So dumb. Makes no sense at all. No, you don't. Not in this instance. Not when your character just saw that your sister was murdered by this guy who's been trying to kill you and almost killed you in the chute. Laundry chute. Chute. Danny Harris did the best she could. I always thought it was kind of interesting. You know, you look at her. She seems like she's been beaten the hell up, as you know, someone would going through all that. But yeah, Dan Loomis break his nose or something. I mean, Donald Pleasance. There you go. Yeah, broke his nose. Yeah, like Don Chains confirms it. You see, his eyes are staying open. So it seems like Danielle is trying to be a bit honest. Like Michael Myers staying in jail was a silly idea. It is a lame ending. I agree with the Son of a God. Yeah, it was not successful. And also, like, okay, Michael Myers is in jail. Why would they let him keep the mask on? Yeah, let him keep the mask on. What? Why would he let him keep the mask in jail? It's so many dumb, stupid choices. So Alan Howarth is talking about the music. I mean, Alan Howarth is a very competent, very... Although his idea of the cops and the clown nose, it was such a... That was a dumb idea, Alan. I'm sorry, dude. That was a very dumb idea. Jesus. What the hell, dude? I'm glad he was a nice guy. Shitty director, though. Horrible fucking film. So yeah, premiere. That's ironic. Wendy Kaplan is saying there's certain things that didn't jive and certain things they didn't take care of. Very ironic that the Warren plays the most annoying character in the franchise. That she's the one who says that. It's not a good movie, though. I'm sorry, Daniel Harris. I disagree. I'm sorry, Daniel Harris. I do not think it's a good movie. Teach their own. Highly disagree. She's like, well, if you separate from the no, Halloween 3 is a good movie. You separate, not 5. There's no redeeming value for 5 except the laundry chute scene, some acting from Daniel Harris. The supporting cast sucks. Donald Pleasant even nothing to do but yell and rage and be crazy. No sympathy. Lousy ending. Stupid comedy with the cops, sound effects. Lousy kills. Wonder if this guy charges $50 for an autograph. I don't get autographs. I don't give a shit about autographs. So I don't care if it's $5. I'm like, I don't need an autograph. Especially not for a shitty movie. Is there a lot of people really passionate about Halloween 5? I never hear anyone passionately talking about Halloween 5. But if they like it, I don't know. I mean, teach their own. Sean Clark, there you go. He had big hand in this. So not Michael Felsher. But Michael Felsher has done other documentaries that are very well done, but so did Sean Clark as well. And his Horrors Hallowed Grounds is very well done too. And that's it. I mean, oh, special things, Michael Felsher. There you go. Tapes from Great Nick Tarot. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't really have Great Nick Tarot talking in this, and you didn't. You know, I didn't Dominic Dothan and Gerard. I don't know if he's passed away or he just refuses to talk about the film. I will say, like, the documentary itself, it's well made, like, it's well edited. They got a lot of people involved: Don Shanks and Ellie Cornell, Daniel Harris, Mustafa Akkad's son. To be fair, there are moments where they do critique the film, which I forgot about those. I forgot how blunt Ellie Cornell was. That was my favorite bits of it. So I told you it's been a while since I've seen it. But I mean, compared to other stuff, like, I think like the 25 Years of Terror, they seemed a bit more critical, and some other things I've seen. Or like Leviathan, like this one, with the special effects guys, are so much more harsh. Which I'm like, really, guys? Really? Teach their own. But yeah, I mean, I hate Halloween 5. I think the beginning sucks. With how I mean, they don't follow through with the ending of Halloween 4. The characters are terrible. The only characters somewhat interested are the ones you saw in the previous film, and one they kill off way too early. And the other, number one, they shouldn't have killed her off. Number two, they shouldn't have killed her off so early without a fight. Very anticlimactic. And then the other one doesn't get to talk till like the third act of the film. So you throw in like a stuttering kid, an annoying, horrible character like Tina, and a bunch of no-name characters that you did not give a rat's ass about. For how bloody supposedly Dominique directed the film, that's pretty much all gone. The mask wasn't that great. Donald Pleasance wasn't used that well. All the change in the script so it doesn't flow well. It's like, well, why does this happen? Why did this guy do this? And how come this... Like, why did this random guy just take Michael Myers with the mask and take care of him for a year? At least Dr. Death is like, oh, he's part of witchcraft, so he thinks one day he's going to do this. Why would some random guy say, oh, yeah, I found a guy. I'm not going to call the cops. I'm not going to get help in 1 year time. None of it, the Man in Black, like, none of it made sense. Why do they keep Michael Myers in jail with his mask on? Alan Howarth, why would you add these stupid sound effects and the music to these cops? Like, but they're funny. Yeah. Do you take your audience as idiots that they can't figure out they're supposed to laugh unless you add stupid sound effects to it? But I do. It's a very well made documentary. Like I say, it would have been interesting to hear from Dominique Dothan and Gerard to see his explanation as trying to rationalize. Greg DiTerro would have been cool to hear that story again from the. It might have been the old DVD that it was on, or I did 25 years ago. It's one or the other. Where he tells about the story about Mustafa Akkad. So 25 Years of Terror might have been that one. We're much more critical of the film, which I think it deserves. But, it's lengthy enough. It's 45 minutes. They tell about the stuff that was deleted, like the SWAT team stuff. And I think they found some footage, like the Dr. Death stuff, but I guess they never found, like, that SWAT team stuff, among others, when he kills the SWAT team. which is too bad because it doesn't save the film, but that would be interesting to watch. And you know, lousy, and it just like Bull Star, he had nothing to say. It's like, fun guy. Like he you just tell he wanted nothing else to say about that fucking film. I mean, to be fair, he had nothing to do in the movie. I remember there was that the marketing where it's like, Michael Myers, I'm going to stop him. Like he's talking to the camera and this part of the publicity. I'm like, you're barely in the film and you do absolutely nothing and you disappear. Then you show up at the very end, and maybe you got killed off with the other cops. Maybe not. I don't know. So I guess, to be fair, what more could he say about the movie? Ellie Cornell, MVP of it, just being, you tell a bit more how I feel about the movie, so I appreciate that. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks once again, Vonte, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.